Hello everyone, myself Narayan Pawar, HOD of Electrical Department at Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhayandar. Today we are going to study subject Electrical Substation Practices, Department Electrical Engineering, Semester 6. Today we have to see material and accessories required for pole mounted substation. So here the name of that materials and some accessories with the number of quantities are required for the pole mounted substation. In pole mounted substation there may be the pole as the two number of the poles as the two pole are required. The 9-meter long number of the two poles are required in the pole mounted substation, 9-meter long. Then distributor transformer, there are the 11 kV by 440 volt or 11 kV by 230 volt. Then one number of the step down distribution transformer are they required in pole mounted substation, and the length of that pole is near about 9-meter long. Then dish insulator of 11 kV rating capacity, there may be the 3 dish insulator are required for the pole mounted substation. Then 11 kV fuse unit, there may be the 1 fuse are required as the accessories for the pole mounted substation, as the 11 kV fuse unit are required. Then gang operated switch of 11 kV rating capacity, that is also the one quantity are required. Lightning arrestor of 11 kV, then there may be the 3 numbers of 3 quantities are required for pole mounted substation. Then as MS angle of 50 by 50, that the one board plate are the required, that is the weight of that is the 24 kg. Then flats of the area for that plate is also which required as the 50 by 6 mm, the weight of that is the 30 kg. Stay wire, the weight of that stay wire or the requirement as the 15 kg. Then a distribution box of 100 kVA, that one distribution box may be the required. Then earthing set, 3 earthings or 3 number of quantity of the earthings are required. Stay set, 4 stay sets are required for the distribution or the pole mounted transformers as well as the pole mounted substation. Then binding wires, as the 1 kg binding wires may be the required. GI wire with the SWG, that is a 3.5 kg or 4 kg may be the required. Then barbed wires of 12 by 12 SWG wire may be required as the 15 kg. Then MS channel 75 by 40 by 6 mm, that is the number of the rating of 22 kg. Then PVC plate or the PVC cable of 4 core LT 70 mm square, that is the 20 meters, that 20 meters of the cable are the required. Then PVC cable of the same we have to also require for the 8 meter also. Nut bolts also required, as the lump sum nut bolt may be the required for the fitting purpose. Then AI pins, as the 2 liters AI pin may be the required. Then concrete for the pole 1.2 meters square may be the concrete. Then umpire tapes are the required, as the 1 roll plates may be the required. So these are the some materials and accessories required for the pole mounted substations. So these are the list of materials and accessories which is required for the pole mounted substation. Next we have to see the elements and accessories. Also we have to see the function, how it is to operate and what is the function of that accessories or the device. The functioning devices we have to see. The first one, the lightning arrestor. So first we have to see the function of the lightning arrestor. The function of lightning arrestor or the surge diverter is to conduct the high voltage surge on the power systems to the ground, thus discharging the impulsors to earth and to dissipate the energy in the form of the heat with the help of the lightning arrestor. Then another function is that lightning arrestor. Lightning arrestor is the device which convert high voltage into the low voltage, as the high voltage is directly diverged towards the earth with the help of the lightning stroke or with the help of the lightning arrestor. Because one terminal of lightning arrestor are connected to the earth and another terminal are directly connected to the earth. One is connected to the overhead line and another is connected to the earth as the two terminal of the lightning arrestor. Now we have to see the working of lightning arrestor. So first step, no current jumps in the spark gap, that is for requirement for the multiple gap lightning arrestor or the spark gap or horn gap lightning arrestor, though some gap may be the in between the lightning arrestor. No current jumps in the spark gap when system voltage is having its normal value and equipment is the working. Next, when the line voltage is increased due to the surge and this high voltage break the gap and the arc is produced. The current jumps through the gap and pass through the resistance to the ground. The arc fields and low resistance part to the ground and the surge is not sent to back to the main line. The different types of the lightning arrestor are the use: horn gap lightning arrestor, multiple gap lightning arrestor, expulsion type lightning arrestor, wall type lightning arrestor. These the types of lightning arrestor. The function of lightning arrestor as direct stroke is directly diverged towards the earth, as it provides the protection from over voltage. This is the main function of lightning arrestor. Next, we have to see the metering. A high current is measured by ammeter with the help of current transformer, that is known as the CT, and high voltage is measured with the help of the potential transformer or voltmeters. CT and PT, that is the current transformer and potential transformer. CT and PT are important device in protection systems. In switchgear systems also, these are used for measuring the high current and high voltage, that is for metering purpose. The CT and PT are also used for the protection purpose. Now we have to see the difference between metering CT and protection CT. First point for the comparison, that is the application. Metering cities or measuring cities. So application used for the range extension of the meters. If we have to extension range, then that metering city or measuring city are applicable. Then protection city used for protection of the different components in the power systems. Then the protection city are applicable. Next, we have to see the connection diagram representation. Here, the city are connected as towards the load, and that protective city is directly fed to the protective relays. The one terminal of that current transformer is connected to the overhead line, and another terminal is directly connected to the protective device as a relay. So this is the connection diagram for protection city, and another is connection diagram for metering city or measuring city. Next, city secondary connection and connected to the low range meter is city connected, which is used for the metering purposes also, that is for the city protection. Next difference is that for the operating point on the magnetization characteristics. The magnetizing characteristics as the which is point M for the operating point is having to the large, and point P is for the operating point is the low for the metering protection and protection city. Next distance, behavior under the short circuit current or the high current. Then metering current transformer, which is used for the core saturation, and meter is used for the protection. And inside The protection city, the core does not saturate it, and protection system stability is maintained with the help of protection city. But inside the meter city or metering or measuring city, the core saturation and meter is protected. Next, reverse for the fault protection. Reverse for the fault current protection. In metering city, there may be the load current may be the low. Here, the load current are the having to the constants inside the protection city. Then we have to see the design consideration. Design consideration as the metering city. There may be the meter connected should be protected under the fault condition, and in protection city the core should not be saturated under the fault condition. So that is also the difference requiring for the metering city and protection city. So these are the main difference between the metering city or measuring city as well as the protection system. The application as for which is used for the range extension, used for the protection of the different component in the power systems. Then we have to see the connection diagram representation by the city. Here in protection city, relay is the main protective device, as the relay directly give command to the circuit breaker. Relay is the protective device. As the fault occur, then alarm buzzer operate with the help of the relay, and then it give command to the circuit breaker. Circuit breaker is the device which isolates the fault and provide the protection to the power systems in the protective systems. So these are the main difference between the metering and measuring city as well as the protective city. And lightning arrestor is the device. The function of lightning arrestor or the surge arrestor is to conduct the high voltage surge on the power systems to the ground, thus discharging the impulse surge to the earth and to dissipate the power in the form of the heat. This is the main function of the lightning arresters, which is used in the power systems. Then different types of the lightning arrestor: horn gap lightning arrestor, multiple gap lightning arrestor, expulsion type lightning arrestor, then wall types lightning arrestor. So these all types of the lightning arrestor used in the power system for protection purpose, as it is used for protection from over voltage, because the voltage are directly diverged towards the earth with the help of lightning arresters. Because of one terminal of lightning arrestor are connected to the overhead line and another terminal is directly fed to the earth with the help of lightning arresters. Thank you, students.